Tory.
No, never.
Yeah, look, I'm a Tory. I ain't tell you where bloody Labour's gone wrong because I've had dealings with them and been held back by them.
Held back by
Well, him next door, if he'd done what I told him and not sold his bloody house to the Labour Council, that bloody swine, he sold his house to the council, see? And you know what's going to happen now, don't you? They're going to move bloody council house tenants in there. That's what they're going to do.
Yes, so?
So, it's going to lower the value of this property, isn't it? I own this. This property is mine. Beg your pardon.
If the council do move people in next door, they ought to be ashamed of themselves. Because they ought to knock all this lot down, that's what I think. I mean, the architect who designed this lot, I mean, he should be shot, shouldn't he? He's obviously nothing but contempt for the working people. Do you know that rich landowners keep cattle in better places than this?
Excuse me, that's my home you're talking about.
I'm not blaming you.
Not blaming me?
I told him not to buy it.
Look.
We're saddled with it now.
Look.
Never be able to sell it.
Look. This is property, isn't it?
More like a prison to me.
There's no knowing what this might be worth when they develop it. Look, I've heard that Harry Iams is interested here.
Why? I mean, that's all he needs with this money, isn't it, eh? A talking two-town with an outside lamp. Genuine Kensington dwelling house of great charm.
Yes. Public baths only 2 miles away, with hot and running cold and water. And an unspoilt view of the houses across the road. Ideal for anyone wishing to keep bugs.
We've got no bugs here, Rita.
Oh, no, of course not. They perished in the famous knit wars, didn't they?
You're getting them back soon now. Don't you worry about that bloody lot next door there. Who? Bloody council house tenants probably crawling alive with them, they are.
What's Harry Iams want with this place?
Look, I didn't say it was him. I said I'd heard. That's all I've heard. I've heard that they're going to build a 30-mile golden strip from Tower Bridge down to South End with casinos, hotels, restaurants, a lot.
Yeah?
Sort of make it like, you know, sort of a tourist centre. Like a sort of Las Vegas, you know. Oh. Bloody sight better than the docks, that will.
So they started to load that ship, have they?
75p.
How many did you get?
Here. Do you mean like Blackpool?
Eh?
Well, with fairs, roundabouts, all that.
Bloody fairs. I mean, sort of people ain't interested in fairs and roundabouts, you silly moo.
They want river bars and champagne and boots and...
Be noisy.
Yeah, there'll be a bloody sight more money in it than there was in the docks. Bloody washout they turn out to be. Because him and his bloody trade unionists, they ruined the bloody docks, didn't they? Eh? Of course they bloody did. They... Flourishing they was, these bloody docks. Biggest docks in the world, till Darling Harold and his lot got their bloody hands on them.
It was the containers what ruined the docks.
And oh, if you got containers and a brain you have, they ought to put you in a bloody container, mate. The people what ruin these docks, stealing and bloody looting before the ship's hardly dropped anchor even. Talk about bloody pirates, come on.
Well, you brought things home.
Look, if I did, my dear, I bought them, I paid for them, I didn't bloody well steal them.
But they've been stolen.
But you can't give them back, can you? You don't know who they belong to in the first place.
Well, you shouldn't buy things that have been stolen. It encourages people to steal, that does.
Encourages, they don't need no encouragement, they're natives, aren't they? Ah, well, ship owners' fault for employing them in the first place. What do you expect? You employ a bunch of coons, you're going to get stealing, ain't you? They've been brought up on it.
Well, if you're brought up to steal before you can eat, it becomes a part of your education, right?
No, not right. It might be all right in their own bloody country, mate. It's not all right here.
Well, I don't know what they want to come here for. I mean, they must know they're not welcome.
Well, some of us try and make them feel welcome, Mum.
Yeah, they didn't make us feel very welcome out in their lands, did they? Always bloody well fighting us out there, they was. It was always the thin red line, wasn't it?
I mean, when we was exploiting them?
Yeah, they'll exploit them. And now they come over here to exploit us, don't they?
Exploit us.
It's true, they come over here, they're sly, they are. God, blimey, crafty as a wagon load of monkeys. They come over here, get all their false teeth, false eyeballs, wooden legs, the lot. See? They cop their £2,000, go home, start up in business, a new man.
Yeah.
It's true. That's our bloody national health what attracts them. Oh, they come over here, get all their bloody surgery done, they do. See, they go ill in Pakistan or India, see, and it looks like it might cost a bit to treat them. The bloody government sends them over here. Right, England for you, Alibaba. Don't come back to your well again. You know, there's some of them even want their tribal marks tattooed, national health.
Don't be daft.
It's
They
true.
don't do tribal marks on the national elf.
Well, you Jews have it done.
What?
They're circumcision rites. And get that done, national health. I mean, that's just like a tribal mark, isn't it? I mean, we don't have it done, do we? Right, I mean, you know, some Christians might have it done, but when we have it done for purely medicinal reasons, don't we? We don't have it done, like, wasting doctors' time and the government's money just for religion.
If you're Jewish, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
How many more times I am not bloody Jewish?
All right, but every time we make a joke and infer that you might be Jewish, you go on as if we've accused you of something awful.
Well, it's not a very good thing to be, is it?
What's so bad about it?
Well, I mean, it's the way they go on. I mean, well, I've got nothing against them, you know. It's not their fault they're Jews, you know. Got to have you Jews, you've got to have them, you know, make the best of it. I mean, I have met the odd one or two that's all right.
Oh, yeah, some I've met been very pleasant.
Right.
I must say I was never very struck on your father, though.
My father wasn't Jewish!
He was. But he was awful slovenly, a real pig of a man. Obviously, he wasn't worth a brass farthing to anyone he come in contact with. So I suppose he couldn't get a Jewish girl to marry him. In desperation, he married your mother.
Bloody lie. Bloody lie. I'll tell you something about her and all her friends and bloody relations. They made our life a bloody misery down this street, they did. They persecuted us. Bloody Labour, bloody socialists, oh dear. Yeah, they made our lives bloody purgatory. See, they didn't have no real Jews down this street. So they made out that we was Jews, just like to have a bit of fun and call out after us in the street and not sitting next to us in school. And I sit next to a bloody black boy all one class.
Oh, good, did it?
Shut up.
That was nothing to do with your religion. Here, he always had a runny nose when he was at school. His coat sleeves, well...
Anyway, what's it got to do with Labour?
Well, they all wrote bloody Labour around here, didn't they? Yeah, right. All bloody international brotherhood of man here, isn't it? All your bloody comrades and all that. Make me sick, they'd all that crap about the equality of human men. God, it's true. And I've only got here one little aspersion cast about your race, and the next thing, they're all running down the street after you, yelling names after you. Long Nose and Jew Boy and Ikey Mo.
And you Tories don't say?
No, we've got a bit more respect with you.
You got what?
Look, if God wants to make them Jews, fair enough. It's his business, isn't it? Oh. I mean, you know. Oh, I mean, if God wants Jews in the world, well, he's got his reasons for it. It's his world, isn't it? Fair enough. You know, I mean, if he feels he wants to make Jews, I mean, he doesn't see them like we see them, do we? Anyway, it ain't supposed to be a perfect world, is it? Because he's always said that he will send down things to try us.
Like you.
No.
It might be God's will, but we've got to live in it. With you.
No.
He made the blackies, didn't he?
Who said he did?
He made everyone.
Who's... Just a minute, there's nothing in this holy Bible here that says that God made blackies. Look.
Here, like fools. I've been looking for them.
Look, I say it, look. Just a minute, look. There's nothing here anywhere in the holy book. Thank you. There's nothing here that says that anywhere that he'd come down to speak to them or to lead them anywhere or that he'd come to advise them or chastise them.
Circumcise them.
In fact, look, there's nothing, he don't even refer to them because there ain't no blackies in the Bible. Cute. Who?
The Egyptians.
God didn't have nothing to do with it. He didn't mix with them. He even led Moses out of Egypt, so he wouldn't have to mix with them.
Yeah, well, he boobed there, didn't he, eh? Because that is where all the oil is.
Wrong, you're wrong. He did not boob. You're wrong, mate, because in them days the oil wasn't valuable. It wasn't until he showed us how to make cars and aeroplanes that the oil became valuable, wasn't it?
Well, it's a pity he didn't show you how to knock a nail in proper, because that soap rats fell down again.
Yeah, and then he showed us in his infinite mercy how to dig the oil out, the oil out the hole in the ground, didn't he? I mean, he didn't show your Arabs, did he? He showed us. We was the ones he showed.
Yeah, he's chosen people.
Yeah. Don't know why he chose us, unless it was to make us suffer.
He won't let us suffer. He won't let us suffer, mate. Don't you worry about that, because when we're in trouble, he sends down a leader for us, same as he sent down a leader for your Jews when they was in trouble, until he fell out with them, mate.
Yeah, well, if he's going to send us down a leader, he'd better get his finger out. Because I'll tell you something, mate. This country's nearly bankrupt. Yeah. Bankrupt!
Do you think he'll send someone down to sort out the miners?
I wish he'd send someone down to fix this soap rat.
Yeah, you give them bloody miners. You give them bloody coal. You give them winding time, mate. That's what he'll give them. He'll wind them down to the devil. That's what he'll do. And then dig coal from here to eternity.
Yeah, make it nice not for when you get there.
I wouldn't like to be in them miners' shoes, I'll tell you that. No, I wouldn't, because he's seen Enoch, he has.
Who has?
He has. He has. He's had a divine revelation, hasn't he?
Who has?
Enoch has. He's had a divine revelation. He told Robin Day about it on the telly, I saw. God has spoken unto him. See, he's going to send down a divine revenge. And it's Enoch that he's sorted out to dish it out for him.
There's no salt.
Eh?
No salt in these.
I've lost my thread now, haven't I?
You saw God on the telly.
Not God. I never see God. Enoch Powell I see on the telly. He has had a visitation from the Lord.
Enoch hobnobbing with God. Oh. Enoch having an audience with the Lord. Oh, blimey, even Nixon ain't gone that far. He plays golf with Billy Graham sometimes, but... blimey, you want to know about leaders? The only decent leaders this country's got are on the side of the workers.
Right. These are the greatest days England's ever gone through. The people are rising at last. They're rising at last. And they said, we don't want any crumbs of your economy.
No, stuff your crumbs. Right. And we don't want a bigger piece of the cake either.
No, we want the cake.
Yeah, it sounds to me, mate, like you want the old bloody bakery and all.
Yes, we do.
Shut up a minute. Look, if you was any other nationality but British, mate, they'd be offering you £2,000 to go home. I'm glad to give it 3,000 if they had to, because you're a bird, mate. A bloody burden on a nation, you are. No, not me, look. You look. I'll look ya. That's last week's coupon.
I know, I'm filling in last week's results.
You are supposed to fill that in before the game.
I didn't have time before the game.
Cool. Look, I'll tell you something. You know what they do with you in your bloody Russia, mate?
They find a use for...
Yeah, target practice. That's what they use you for. The great soft twit. Nobody can be bothered with people like you who don't work.
I work.
You seem to work harder, boy, didn't it?
Hey, listen, Mrs. Woman. I don't get offered the work I want.
You get offered the work you can bloody well do.
I don't want that kind of work.
He wants work he can't do.
How do you know I can't do it, eh? I mean, how do you know I can't do it? How do you know I couldn't have been a brain surgeon, eh?
Brain surgeon with hands like that? Look at them bloody red mick hands. God, like him picking about in my brains. God.
His Irish doctors.
Oh, yeah, there's Irish doctors. Oh, Kelly, he's Irish and he's a doctor, but people run a mile before they want to be taken ill near him, wouldn't they? Anyway, he's only over here scrounging for bloody national health, like all of them. It's a conspiracy, innit? It's a bloody Soviet conspiracy to damage our economy. Because, I mean, you look at that Middle East business, the Jews and the bloody Arabs. That was them, that was the Soviets handing that, wasn't it? They don't play chess for nothing, my dear, you know. They're all bloody Boris Plastics out there. See, what they do, they give you bloody Arabs, they give them their arms and they poison their minds, see, against the Jews, who don't like them anyway, because they are only black Jews themselves, aren't they? Do you know that you Arabs are the lost 10 tribes of Israel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, you can see why there wasn't all that fussy about bloody well losing them too, can't you? Anyway, well, oh yeah, see, they give you Arabs your same missile, which is a weapon that even bloody savage like Arab can use, you see, and then foreclose on a hire purchase. They've got no cash. When are they going to get the money? Put the price of petrol up. But I'm on to them bloody Soviets. I know what their game is.
Cobblers.
Hey, cobblers, mate. I'll tell you where the next lot's going to start, and all. Rhodesia, mate. That's the next move on the Soviet chessboard. They're going to inflame your blacks, ain't they? Incite them to bloody revolution. When they've uprisen, right, all the American coons is going to help them, because the American coons are going to run around screaming, "Whoa!" They'll say, "American Jews, help Israel Jews." Right, American coons going to help our brother African coons.
Right on!
Right on, because it will. And anyway, your Ruskies know the only bit of the American army worth tuppence is your coon part, because they're the only ones who are fit enough to fight in the war, aren't they?
Yeah.
All the others are too fat. Do you know, before they can get an American soldier into the field, they've got to stuff his knapsack with bloody cigars, bottles of bourbon, ice cream. They've got to put a 24-inch colour TV set in the front line. They've got to have Bob Hope, Bing Crosby and the Dolly Sisters with them and all.
Bing Crosby, oh, I like him. I sent him a get well card.
Put that light out.
Nope.
Look, we had a serious message from the government. Asked us to switch off something. SOS.
Silly old sod.
No, switch it off!
Nope.
Rita! I'm warning you, I'll report you.
Who to?
I don't know, but if he's East bloody Russia, I bet there'd be someone to report him to there.
We're helping the miners!
Oh, yeah?
Yes, don't save fuel, use it up!
Not in this house, you bloody one. Not in this house. What are you doing in here? Come out of there. Right. Look, this house is Tory and it goes with the government.
Oh, I wanted to sit by that.
Yeah, well, blame them. Turn that bloody... Turn it off! Turn that bloody telly off! We'll go without that, mate. I'll go without anything I will to beat him and the bloody miners, and we will win! We will beat you! Turn up! Right. Right! There! I pulled the bloody fuse out now! I'll go down the pub and you sit there in the bloody dark! Go on! The lawyer! What is it? What? What the Paki you eat? Oh, good. In the old days, they used to walk around with their shirt tails hanging out. See, but now, they try to copy our ways, you know, and dress like us. Don't suit them, though, does it? I mean, he'd look better in a fez, wouldn't he?
But I think he looks very nice.
He's very good looking, isn't he?
Not bad. Hey, not bad, I suppose. Not as bad as some of them. Fucking monkeys. Especially the ones who look like us. No, he's got more like English features, isn't he? See? Yeah. I mean, if it wasn't for the colour, I mean, you wouldn't know the difference, would you? I suppose you can't blame the lads in the army, can you? You know, can't blame them. Army abroad's got its comforts. Naughty Tommy. I bet they knew his mummy round the back of the nappy.
Shush.
Yeah, see, don't be daft. I mean, it's a great honour for them to have Englishmen mate for mother, isn't it? It makes them whiter than the rest, you see.
Pardon me, sir. Would you care for a glass of champagne with me?
Oh, it's very kind of you. Bloody black fool, he put it in the beer. That's nice of you, John. Thank you very much. He's all right, isn't he? He's quite tame, that one. That's what a little touch of white does, you see. All right, John. Walla catch me.
Like him, do you?
Yeah, he's all right. Good for laughing.
Here.
What?
He's your new neighbour.
Has the council moved you in next door, then?
Oh, yes. I am the new lodger, but I am not allowed to say so. And I must also not beat tom-toms, cook curry, or keep chickens under the bed. And I must not sublet wardrobe to Pakistani families. Oh, my name is Kevin O'Grady. Howdy doodle. Hello, sailor.
Kevin O.
Not Kevin O'Who, Kevin O'Grady.
Yeah, he's Irish. Paki-Paddy.
And what part of Ireland are you from, then? Burnt cork?
Let me tell you, sir, I am from Pakistan.
Oh, Pakistan ain't in Ireland, mate. Pakistan's in bloody India, mate.
Pakistan is not in India, mate. Pakistan's in bloody Pakistan, mate. Bangladesh is in India.
I've seen every bloody thing now. I've seen your Liverpool Irish, your London Irish. I've never seen Pakistani Irish before.
Please let me explain. I am Muslim on my mother's side, and I am Irish Roman Catholic by an old friend of my father's. Yes, soon I get 2,000 pounds and I go home walk.
You going back to Pakistan?
Pakistan? No, Dublin. God bless the Pope. God bless his spaghetti. Bloody white fool at Labour Exchange, excuse me. Bloody white Uncle Tom Sambo with short eyes like him. He said to me, "You are half-wit." I tell him, "No, I am whole-wit." "Get job down mine," he says. "No," I say, "I have good job here. I have good job here. I stand behind lorry, wait till something fall off." He says, "No, get job. I had the job," I said. "I had a job, but this job much better. I just sign here once a week, collect social calamity, claim money." "Oh, no. And I am not political prisoner. Why should I go down bloody mines? And if I go down mine, I go up and have pitted bath, I come out same color." or Jim Nacanelli. I tell you, this is not a communist country. This is still country of Her Imperial Majesty, VAT, the Queen. The toast is God bless the Queen.
God bless the Queen.
Sit down, silly sod. Listen, I would never take away coal miner's job. I would never take away Engelman's job. Not while I can sign Social Security, get money once a week. And for this, I have failed 8 O-levels in this country. 8 O-levels.
Look, mate, it's not so bloody good. Anyone can fail 8 O-levels. We all do that. Don't you worry.
I do a favour for you. Do you want to buy a watch? Made in Hong Kong, Chinky Poo Works. You can tell time underwater. $4.50 with pair of nylon stockings for beautiful lady wife.
That's not my bloody wife.
This beautiful woman cannot be your wife. I thought this was your 16-year-old daughter. Have a pair of stockings, sexy. Very cheap. Fell off back of ship. Splash.
Look, we don't want none of your bloody stolen goods round here, Sambo.
Listen. What? You call me tea leaf? You bloody white hog, you. I give you terrible hit fight. Hit, hit,
stop me,
no,
mate.
I give you hit on old Jewish conch, I give you.
No, bloody...
Yes, I give you Joe Fraser punch-up crutch. I tell you that. You call me thief, I am honest man. And man who stole those is honest man too. You bloody white skinhead, you.
Why don't you take your bloody £2,000, mate? Take your £2,000 and get off home.
I will.
Go on in.
I go and see Enoch bloody white Paul monkey.
Yeah.
And he give me £2,000 and I go home walk.
Yeah.
To Dublin. And with money, I buy big bomb. I buy big bomb. Bloody Irish.
Yeah, well, dear. Just a minute. I'll go and put the fuse in first. You bloody swine! Look, he's done a bloody swine!
See? He beat you. No, you beat him.